Welcome to A Dash of Story with Donna Lynn.
Hello and welcome to my craft studio. This is my scrapbook room and I'd love to show it to you. All of us on the CM Creative crew are going to be posting videos this month with the craft room tours and organizational tips. I hope you enjoy it and thanks for watching.
Okay, so my studio is combined with my Creative Memories business and my personal scrapbooking. So starting with my personal scrapbooking, you will see I've got my little rolling cart here. And I've got a rainbow of pins. This is not for what I use in my Creative Memories albums, but these are what I use for planners and for card making and sending out cards. I love the Creative Memories card kits. Their boxes are very sturdy. So this is what I put my templates in here. And I've got my ruler, corner rounder, I've got my pins, I've got my 12-inch patterns. I do have these little caddies that stick to the side, and I have some of my planner stuff in here and just tools that are handy at the ready. I loved these little 4x6 boxes that Creative Memories used to have. Hopefully they'll bring them back again. Photo paper, tags, labels, peekaboo pockets, jewels. So any of those extra jewels that come in our card kits, those go in here. Or sometimes we get bonus embellishments that I don't use in collections, and so I'll just put them here, and I put them in little baggies sorted by this topic. I do have colored pencils in here. I don't do a lot of coloring, but I go through some spurts where I do. Again, not in my Creative Memories albums, but in coloring books and whatnot. So those are in here. I do have my Creative Memories brush pens in here. Okay, I started doing washi tape in here, but you'll see I have another stash of washi tape somewhere else. And then in our card kits, we always get bonus packs of sentiments. And so I save them and I have them organized by topic so that when I'm making cards, I can always swap out something if I need a sympathy card or birthday card, get well, whatever. I've got a ton of choices here. And these are foam squares. So I got both kinds in here. This is my photo placers. You may not need photo placers unless you're an advisor and you make a lot of sample pages. So photo placers are just these little mats so that you'll remember what size photos to put there when you're done making your layout if you're not ready to add your photos yet. So here's an example of a 4x4 one. Here's an example of 4x6, and you can see that it's both vertical and it is horizontal. So I've just organized these by size in this little accordion folder. Down here I have my ABC stickers. This is again for my personal use. So I've just organized them in this accordion folder and I have them by color. I have a whole rainbow organizer of just my colored pens. I've got my dot pens in here and regular pens. I usually use typically just black or brown pen, and so I will keep those on top of my desk. See, there's a pin right there. So I'll keep those on top of my desk, but when I need colored pens, I will grab them from here. And then I also have another one that is markers, and these are just my cheap Crayola markers, but I use these in my planner. I have a couple of pop-up trash bins here. So when I'm having a workshop or I'm gonna be in the other room, then I'll usually pull one of these out. Otherwise, I use my regular trash can. I also have this handy little brush that cleans up my space when I've got a lot of debris from my punches or whatever. I've got my little broom and dustpan, and I have my jumbo tape runner that fits right in here as well. And this I can move all over the house. So I love that handy little cart. And then I have this wonderful cabinet. See, I got this at Office Depot a long time ago. This has things for sale, like my albums and refill pages for the scrap journal. I've got card kits. So this is kind of for my customers to shop, and it's not necessarily well, I shop here obviously all the time. That's why I love being a Creative Memories advisor, because I can pop in anytime to my office and find what I need. I got this handy organizer from Stamp and Storage, and it has a lot of my freestanding punches in there that I use for my personal self. And then I got their spinning carousel for my border maker cartridges. And then up here is where I keep my border maker system and the housing. So I've got all my stuff right here. And then I did make a notebook and just called it Tool Time. It just helps me keep track of my own personal stash. I have it organized by my border maker cartridges. I've got chain border maker cartridges. And then I made little tabs for my edge border maker cartridges. And my knockout border maker cartridges. So it's just a quick reference guide for me. And then my label maker to label them. Down here, I just have binders and things for my business. Got my price gun and stuff. I've got pins and my label maker, my Velcro tabs. Here I have album stands and paper, ink from my printer. And here I have some of my Happy Planner journals, my chocolate stash. Yes, I'm already getting into the Easter candy here. And down here are my December daily albums. So I like to keep those away when it's not Christmas time. Okay, moving on, I've got my file cabinet. This is with my business supplies and, you know, my little junk drawer. This is my to-do box, my current orders that are going out. This is my card organizer, and these are for my personal card. So all the cards that I've made are all ready, and they're organized by theme. And then I have my stamps, postage stamps, my thank you stamps for people that place orders. And that's all right here, ready to go. I have a few notebooks, my VIPs, my very important customers and team. That is my business binder, my Creative Memories events that are coming up. And this is from a women's ministry team that I'm on. And then this is my Happy Planner journal session area. And these are all just stickers that I don't know if you're familiar with Happy Planner, but I love their stickers, and it can be cumbersome sometimes to go through every single sticker pack. Or I pulled those out, kind of broke up these packs and put them into, you know, boxes. Like, so I'll give you an example. Anything to do with plans or to-dos, they're all in here. And anything that is boxes or lists, so all my boxes are here, and I just put them on. They already have the hole in the top, so I just put a ring clip on them. So I got, you know, my ABCs. I've got, you know, summer and tropical, spring floral. You get the idea. Okay, my little stash of just, you know, can never have enough scissors. And it's funny that I have 3 pairs right here, because normally I'm always saying, has anyone seen my scissors? I like to just keep little thank you notes and things here. Got a computer. I love having the sit-stand desk because I can make it go really high so that I can keep my neck straight and try to reduce some of my neck issues. I've got my printer, and I have our Creative Motivation binder. I've got What's New. I like to print out the flyers every month, multiple times a month, as you know, from Creative Memories, so that I can quickly reference prices. I can reference what's come out, what's new, and that's all in my What's New binder. I have Lauren Hines' Progress on Projects binder, which I highly recommend for organizing your album projects. And This is my 2024 journal, and I'm using it because I need to do my 2024 album. I will use this as a reference for my journaling when I get to Scrapbook. I have my little selfie, and this is my mini printer that I use for my happy planner. These are little gifts that I'll put in people's bags. Just extra things. I've got a pop-up trash can here. I have another wonderful Stampin' Storage that I just got, the vertical one, which I love. And that holds a bunch of my border punches. I'm working on swatches for the new ink collection that we have. This is a sign to drop what you're doing and start scrapbooking after you finish these videos. I told you I had some washi tape. Well, I just found this huge vase and I just put all my washi tape in there. At the top, you'll see Valentine's because we just had Valentine's Day, and I've got some St. Patrick's ready to go. And again, I don't use these too much in my scrapbooks, but I definitely use those in my journals and planners. Okay, my Dutch Brothers sticker addiction is a little nutty. You see that? So I do get their free stickers every month and I love them. And so this is where I stash my Dutch Brothers stickers. Once in a while, I'll put them in my journal, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with those, guys. Any suggestions, let me know. This was a cute birthday card I just got. This is a beautiful card that one of my good, very best clients made. See if you can see how sparkly that is. She gave that to me. Oh, there you go. And it is so beautiful. So I had to frame it. This wall changes all the time. So that's why it's currently down, because I had it up and then I had some Christmas stuff up. So I'm just getting back. This is from my preschool days when I was a preschool teacher, and our beach babes, the gals that I go scrapbooking with every year. So just things that make me happy. The large templates for our custom cutting system, I just hung them on the wall. And then this is a wonderful board that I won during one of our advisor only retreats, and it was from Creative Memories. So I love this. It comes off the wall and I use it as a display at some of my larger events. My photo printer, I'm so super stoked about it. This was an awesome deal. I think it's normally like 300 and something, and I got it for $1.99. This was a handy idea from Angie. These clip right onto the side of your table like that. And it's a great place to store your trimmer when you don't want it on your table. So that's a great tip, and I got that on Amazon. This is my scrap and my current projects. These are printed photos. So you see, I have a lot of work cut out for me that I need to get going on. And then this is my collections that I'm working on. So Your Own Way for 2026. On the bright side, I just got that. These are pages that are open but not used yet. So I kind of stash them right here. Then I organize all my paper. So this is all my blue paper and all my blue scraps. And then I just go through, you know, pink, purple, orange, red, whatever. And then I have a whole thing of journaling because that's super important to me. So I have a lot of maybe journaling boxes, laser cut titles, those kinds of things in this. This is getting full. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I need to scrapbook. Okie dokie, this is stuff for sale for my customers, and that's, you know, my cardstock. And actually this is great for me because this is where I'll grab full sheets of paper when I need it. And I've got themes of stickers and embellishments and paper packs that my customers can go through. I've got my flyers for upcoming events. And this is my little display that is called What's New. So I will have some of the newer items here, like Your Own Way, the simple page kits, and, you know, I've got on the bright side, Natural and Global Getaway, and I've got Winter Bliss. So I'll be updating this with the birthday collection, the baby collection soon. This I got in Barcelona. It's a font that originated from Gaudi, and I just thought it was really interesting because I love journaling and fonts and all of that, so it's kind of inspiring. I know this is for fall, but it says gather and make memories, so it's definitely very fitting. And then in here I have my tape runners, and I've got pages and albums and more pages and prizes. And I have, see, I've got ribbon and bags and all kinds of fun things in this little tiny closet. I have these rolling drawer organizers that hold like my 2025 memorabilia, Christmas things that go into a Christmas album, and other album projects that I'm working on. Here is my own personal stash of my collections. Each collection that I have, or theme such as spring or birthday, will have its own Power Project folder. So I've got my embellishments, my stickers, my paper inside of this. The long stickers back here. So I've got quite a few collections that I need to start scrapbooking. Now these are the pod inserts, and I love these for individual projects. So I've got like my son's school album I need to finish. I have a bunch of travel albums that I need to do. Preschool album that I worked on because I'm a retired preschool teacher, so I wanted to have some of those memories in an album. And scrap journal, I've got lots of scrap journal projects that I want to work on, so those I kind of stashed in there. These are albums that are ready to finish. I'm actually transferring this album into a Creative Memories album for a friend. And then December daily, so all my December daily stuff is in there for those albums. Under here I have extra border punches and shape punches. Those are ones that maybe are ones that I'm not using currently. It's just a stash for them, because most of them, the ones I use frequently, are up here, which my embosser and my inks and my brushes are in this container down here. This is miscellaneous, like paper, crayons, tools, wipes for my inks, and another extra border maker cartridge system. And my goal this year is to start knocking these out so that I can get them on my shelves, so then I don't have to have so many ongoing projects. But who knows? I mean, isn't that part of the joy of scrapbooking? We always have more that we want to do. Let me show you my shelf of completed albums. This is just one of my shelves. I have a couple more upstairs that have all of our family albums, but these are our trip albums, our more recent trips. And I just love having the spines done so that I can see the year and what is in these albums. This one are my family albums. These just have the year. Okay, so there you have it. There's my craft room tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you got some inspiration for organizing some of your stash. Believe me, it does not always look the same. I cleaned it up just for you, so you're welcome. Be sure and watch all of our videos on our playlist this month from the CM Creative Crew, so you can see how people organize and some other organizing tips for your craft room.